Hi there guys, Shannon Princess Wrestling here again, and today is my Elimination Chamber review video. I did mean to put a predictions video up, but didn't get a chance. I'll cover the pre-show as well, because I don't generally do that, but I will. Team Rhodes Scholars, Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow versus Tensai and Bros Clay. What can you really say about this match? It wasn't all that great. Winners were Tensai and Clay. They had a little skit bit on the main show as well. Not my cup of tea, really. The first match we got was the World Heavyweight title match. Alberto Del Rio, the champion, versus the Big Show. Now, I will say, it was actually a quite good back and forth match. I didn't expect it to be as good as this, with the Big Show. I really didn't expect it. They focused a lot more on submissions and Del Rio using the cross arm breaker. They focused a lot on that as him trying to wear down the Big Show, and he did. He won via submission, and just the way that it happened, Big Show was so close to the ropes, and he was honestly about that away from the ropes, and he couldn't make it, and he had to tap. There's no really a need for it. Just isn't. Second match was the US title match, Antonio Cesaro, the current champion, versus The Miz. Now, this one, it was a good match for what it was. I'm not a big Cesaro fan, but it was a decent match until the little bit of shenanigans that happened in the match. Miz was accidentally disqualified for an accidental low blow. Now, the way it looks, I watched it back, the way it looked to me, it did look accidental. Why the fucking referee took that as a DQ, as a deliberately low blow, I will never know. But I hope Miz gets a rematch or something like that at WrestleMania. That would probably be better. Third match was the SmackDown Elimination Chamber. Kane, Daniel Bryan, Jack Swagger, Chris Jericho, Randy Orton and Mark Henry. It was for the number one contendership for the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania. Now, my pick for this match right from the start was Chris Jericho. Just because it always is Chris Jericho, and he's been in so many of the chambers, and I really thought that he had a shot, but he didn't. Well, Bryan and Chris Jericho started the match, really good back and forward, really did enjoy that, and then in succession we got Jack Swagger, Kane, Orton, and then Mark Henry was the last person in. Now, one other thing that I found slightly strange about this, there wasn't any eliminations until everybody was in the match. I found that slightly odd, because generally speaking, there is at least one or maybe two eliminations while people are still waiting to come in. Randy Orton got basically thrown through the Lexan pod by Mark Henry, which again, a good spot. He didn't really utilise much of the cage this time, because generally when they've got the chamber, generally when they've got people like Kofi Kingston or Rey Mysterio, they do like amazing flip dives and whatnot, but it just didn't happen. In succession, Daniel Bryan was the first one to be eliminated by Mark Henry, and then Kane by Mark Henry, and then Mark Henry was eliminated by Randy Orton, and then Mark Henry came back in and decided to World Strongest Slam everybody that was left. Jericho was eliminated by Randy Orton, and then in a quick roll up, in a total shock because I did not expect it, Randy Orton was eliminated by Jack Swagger, and Swagger won the Elimination Chamber. Wouldn't have been my pick, did not see that one coming, but you never know with these things. We'll see where it leads, but I don't think that Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger would be a good match for WrestleMania. What I see happening is maybe Dolph Ziggler cashing in and making it a three-way. I don't know. We'll wait and see what happens. The fourth match was the All-Star team of Cena, Ryback and Sheamus versus The Shield. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. Now, I picked Team Cena to win this, because Team Face, and Cena never loses, Mr. Super Cena, but they did. There's not much more I can say about this match apart from the Shield one. The only decent spot in the entire match was Roman Reigns speared Sheamus through, you know, where the timekeepers sit. Nearly took out poor Lillian. Thank God she's okay. But that was the only decent spot in the entire match for me. Not a match that I was really wanting to watch anyway. Then we got an impromptu match. Dolph Ziggler came down, you know, blah, 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 on the microphone. Booker T come down and said that he had a match and it was Kofi Kingston. Decent match. Ziggler won, quite clean. And then we had a whole bit with that Big E Langston, you know, trying to big himself up and whatnot. Nah, not my cup of tea. Match number 6 was the Divas match. Caitlyn, the current champion, versus Tamina. And Caitlyn won. I picked Caitlyn to win because I knew it would be a standard shit Diva filler match. And was probably only about 5-6 minutes, if that. Diva filler match. Meh. The main match we were all waiting for, the WWE title match. The Rock, current champion, versus CM Punk. The stipulation was that if Rock got counted out or disqualified, Punk would automatically win the title. What can I say about this match? Shit, basically. The first half of the match, the first 10-15 minutes was decent. Was decent. They worked well together. Fair enough. It's then when one referee got knocked out, another referee came down, and then Punk brushes past him and he's got a sore ankle, and then the other referee has to come down, and Punk comes out with the shouts at what's his name again? You think I know his name? Paul Heyman, to go and get the title to then hit The Rock with, and then he ends up inadvertently hitting Paul Heyman with the title. So much shenanigans for The Rock to win. Now, most of us smart marks will have already have guessed that The Rock was going to win because Rock Cena WrestleMania. So yeah. All in all, out of 5, I would give this pay-per-view 2. 2 out of 5. It was the standard filler before WrestleMania. I was kind of expecting to see maybe some flash or some semblance of Taker. You know, generally he comes back a couple of weeks before WrestleMania, lets us know. I thought maybe we would see something of him at Elimination Chamber, but obviously not. Do you guys agree with what I think, or do you think it should have went a different way? How would you have booked it? So leave a comment in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Subscribe up above, like the video, thank you. And hopefully should have my Raw review up first thing tomorrow morning. So thank you very much for watching and see you later.